The Trump campaign raising a whopping $105 million in the second quarter, blowing past the president's Democratic rivals. Campaign manager Brad Parscale sounding confident.
I think the president could beat anybody. The momentum we're seeing right now, I mean, look, $105 million raised, $100 million cash on hand. What we're seeing overall, the president's successes overseas, the momentum behind this president right now is like nothing that history's ever seen.
Let's bring in our power panel. Ronica Cleary is the president of Cleary Strategies and a former White House correspondent. Brad Gerstmann is co-founder of Gotham Government Relations, a former consultant to New York Governor Eliot Spitzer, and an attorney. Ronica, what do you think of how the race is shaping up so far, and specifically the money that's rolling in?
Money is essential. People may not like to admit it, but it is an integral part of winning races. The Democrats have a disadvantage twofold. Number one, obviously we've seen President Trump with extremely successful fundraising up until this point. The second is that this primary is only going to get uglier, dirtier, and more expensive. So whoever does come out as the victor is going to have a disadvantage because they will have spent so much money to win that primary. Then they're going to have to start over again.
Yeah. Brad, we just got Vice President Biden's new numbers on fundraising, and it's a haul. I mean, he's been raising more per day, I think, than anyone else if you spread it out. So he's rolling in the dollars for now, too. In addition to that, I would say the ABC News Washington Post poll said that Biden had the best chance of winning, 45% versus Sanders, 18%. I don't know that his debate performance was that great, though.
Well, you know, look, there are going to be a lot of debates, and there's going to be a lot of fundraising. Everyone's going to have money, okay? Biden's going to have the money, and I've never seen a presidential race where somebody is low on cash. I mean, unless they are not a viable candidate. Biden, we know, is that. Biden is the one who can win the swing states. Biden is the one that could steal the election from the president. As far as Kamala Harris is concerned, though, I just think it's a little different. I think she's running for vice president, and I think she's clearly the front runner for vice president.
Ooh, she would take a lot of issue with that and call you sexist and all kinds of things.
You know what? I've been called worse, and I would expect her to be that way because she's a fighter and she's a winner and she's somebody who's out there trying to do something and make some change, and I think she's terrific. But I just think that Biden's the one who's going to be able to. We have to talk about the purple states, right? The purple states have to flip in the way of the Democrats for them to win. That's for Biden, okay? Kamala Harris is a great second seat for him, and I think that she has viability as president maybe in the future.
Okay, you know, you talk about the purple states, and when you talk about Biden, it's about who can bring some from here and kind of be broad. President Trump was that person in the last election in the sense that he surprised a lot of people with the coalitions that he put together. This is what Brad Parscale said about the campaign manager on voting coalitions. Listen to this.
Look, we are building out a large coalition program from Latinos for Trump, Black Voices for Trump, the faith base, all kinds of different coalitions. That's an important thing for us to do. We need to turn out those voters.
So Democrats laugh when you hear Latinos for Trump, but then if you look at that El Paso rally, 40% of people that were there were Latinos reportedly. So, I mean, there's support there. Is it that surprising support that creeps up on Democrats and helps Trump?
I think the Democrats laughing is what hurt them in 2016, and I don't think they've learned the lesson. Sort of mocking or misunderstanding the Trump voter, which in many ways continues to push Trump supporters, you know, in the closet, if you will. We saw that with the polling and why so much of the polling was off in 2016, because people were not comfortable admitting it, because there is this weird sort of acceptance of mocking Trump voters, especially those from minority communities. So I think what we hear from Brad Parscale is correct. They are focusing on what they need to. It will help them be successful. And Democrats, it would serve them a lesson to look back on how that did not serve them well in 2016 and to pay more attention to the very real support that Trump does have from those communities.
Brad, real quick.
Yeah, look, if you're a Trump supporter or somebody who's an independent or a Democrat who leans to the right from time to time, and you like the economy, you're going to vote for Trump. There's no changing that. But if you're concerned about international affairs and you're concerned about some of the other things, or in relation to maybe civil rights and the rise of the skinheads and things like that, then you will be moved by a Biden. And I think that's where this fight is going to be, about the middle.
We'll see. Thanks to both of you. We are waiting for the sentencing of Navy SEAL Eddie Gallagher.